Welcome back. In this video, I'll be showing you guys on how to answer questions based on sum of arithmetic series, right? So now, in this scenario, they gave you the sum formula, right? So as you can see, this over here is a sum formula, right? So now they said Sn is equal to 2n squared plus 9n. And then question 1 says determine the first three terms of the sequence, right? So if you ever come down to a scenario where they give you the sum formula, right, there is a general formula that you can use which says Tn, right, is equal to Sn minus Sn minus 1, right? So now Sn over here, now we have Sn as that. So now they want the first three terms. So now what they want T1, T2, and they want T3. So T2, sorry, right? So now now you're gonna say T1 will be equal to S1 minus S1 minus 1, right? So now that's going to be T1 is equal to S1 minus S0. So now wherever there's n, you are going to substitute 1 and 0, right? So T1 will be 2 open bracket 1 close bracket squared plus 9 open bracket 1 close bracket minus, and then you put a big square bracket. Then you're going to say 2 0 squared plus 9 0 close bracket square bracket, right? So now T1 will be equal to what? So we know this side, this whole thing here is 0. So now this is going to be 0. Now let's solve this side. So you're going to pick a calculator. Then you're going to say 2 open bracket 1 close bracket squared plus 9 open bracket 1 close bracket, and that is going to give us 11. So now 11 minus 0, T1 will be equal to 11, right, as our final answer. So T1 is 11. Now we're looking for T2. So same formula, right? So now you're going to say Tn is equal to Sn minus Sn minus 1. So now T2 will be equal to S2 minus S2 minus 1, right? So now you're gonna say T2 is equal to S2 minus S2 minus 1, which is 2 minus 1, which is S1, right? So now T2 will be equal to, now S2, you're gonna say 2 open bracket 2 squared plus 9 open bracket 2, right, minus square bracket. But we already calculated S1, right? Remember S1 we calculated from here, we had it to be 11, right? We calculated over here S1, if you could see, right, calculated over there. So now you're gonna say T2 is equal to, gonna pick your calculator, right? Now you're going to say 2 open bracket 2 close bracket squared plus 9 close bracket 2 close bracket minus open bracket 11, then close bracket, and then your final answer had to come down to 15, as you can see, right? 15 is your final answer, right? So now let's come along and now let's look for T3, right? So now again you're gonna say Tn is equal to what's this, Sn minus Sn minus 1, which is equal to Sn, which is, we're looking for T3, right? So it's S3 minus S3 minus 1, right, minus 1. So now you're gonna have S3 minus S2, right? So now S3 is going to be, it's going to be 2 open bracket 3 squared minus 9 S2 9, 9, you're gonna substitute 3 over here, right? And then minus S2. So now S2 is here. S2 is here. So let's get S2 over there, right? Let's get S2 over here. So let's just remove that from our calculator, and we get 26. So we're going to minus this by 26. Close bracket, and then T3, this is going to be now, let's punch that in our calculator. So now you're going to say 2 open bracket 3 squared minus 9 open bracket times it by 3 minus open bracket, no, it's not minus, sorry, it's plus over here, right? It's plus over there, plus minus 26. There we go. And now our final answer comes down to 19, right, as our final answer. So now, as you can see, our T1 is 11, T2 is 15, right, and T3 is 19, right? So now they want you to, now they said determine the 12th term by using the formula Sn is equal to Sn squared plus 9n. So now, same formula over here now. So now they just want you to find T12 now, right? So now we are going to say Tn is equal to, so this question number 2, this was question number 1, right? We're going to say Sn minus 1, right? So now we're going to say T12, sorry, let's erase that. So we're going to say we're looking for T12. So now we're going to say S12 minus 1. So now this is going to be S12 minus S11, right? So now T12 is equal to 212 squared plus 9 open bracket 12, right, close bracket, minus square bracket 2 open bracket 11 squared plus 9 open bracket 11 close bracket square bracket. Now T12 will be equal to, right, now you pick your calculator, right? So let's pick our calculator now. So now let's put it on this side. Now let's calculate now. So now you're gonna say 2 open bracket 12 squared plus 9 open bracket 12, right, close bracket, minus square open bracket, open 2 brackets actually. So you're gonna have 2 open bracket 11, right, close bracket, squared, right, and then you're gonna have plus 9 open bracket 11 close bracket, right, you're gonna close that bracket and close another one, right, and then you're gonna have 55 as your final answer, right? So 55 as your final answer, right? And guys, remember this formula over here, is not given on the data sheet, so you have to memorize it, you have to know it, right, off by heart. And this is how we answer questions based on the sum of arithmetic series when they give you the SN formula, right? So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for attending, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.